Well, what about if we all go to the circuit judge?
Forget that circuit judge. Your husband got killed going to that circuit judge. There's only one way to solve this problem, and that's to put a bullet in his head, and that'll stop him cold.
That's right. Maybe this isn't any of my business. Maybe I shouldn't ask. But if you are successful with the assassination, what happens then?
I think he would be so happy that this movie is coming back to life. I don't know, but from what I hear and from what I got to learn about my father, he loved what he was doing. And every scene or every movie that he picked and chose to do, he had to like somehow really connect to it, and like it has to have a meaning to it. And this movie is a movie that talks about, you know, times that we all know that was very tough.
Now, we have been 10,000 miles away from home, helping other people preserve their freedom. People we don't even know, an enemy we don't even hate. And what were we doing? Killing, burning, and destroying. Now, have we done any good?
This movie is so important, especially for that time and now with everything that's happening in the world, unfortunately. I feel like this movie just came back like right on time, and I'm sure he was so proud of this movie. So to really give it the light that it needs to get, you know, and to show the respect to this movie, I think he will be very happy.
Hey, boy, I want to talk to you. Answer me!
This is my answer.
Hammer man! Hammer! Hammer man! Hammer! Whenever there's a crime, some crooks are gonna do time. They all better beware, cause the hammerman will be there. Here's how it started a long time ago. The legend of the hammer and how it began to grow. He was given magical shoes from a hip-hop Motown dude. Together they had power, they stood up for what was right. But Gramps was getting old and he couldn't keep up the fight. Right. So Gramps and his granddaughter, they went out on the road to find a man they knew could jam, who was worthy of the load. They met a guy named Stanley. Who was dancing every night. He helped the kids play every day, his heart was out of sight. So Gramps opened up the bag and took out the magical shoes. He set them on the ground and they soon began to groove. The shoes knew at once they had finally found their man. They hopped right on his feet and he became Hammer Man, Hammer Man, Hammer, Hammer Man, Hammer, Hammer Man, Hammer, Hammer Man, Hammer. Oh yeah!
Hey everybody, it's Saturday night. Starting a little bit later than I'd planned, but we're here. If it's Saturday and you're watching YouTube and it's me, it's Reelblack Live. So welcome. Molly's here. She's crashed out down on the couch there. I don't know if you can see. I'll bring it a little closer. Say hello. Molly. Molly. Okay, well, we'll get to her TREATSs soon. I see a lot of folks in here. I want to hold your attention. Hopefully we'll have a good time tonight talking. I have Eddie Murphy movies to discuss. I don't know who's seen the documentary Being Eddie yet. And then I thought maybe we could look at some cartoons. Different Black cartoons today. So nominate your faves and we'll try and play them. So how's everybody doing? I see Chris Dragnet is in the building talking something. I don't want to put that one up. Let me see. There's a yo from Chris Dragnet. And always grateful. Another mod squad is here, and Angie's in the building. This is like the old romper room, right? I see Angie, I see Chris, I see Always Grateful. Now, feel free if you want me to mention your name, say hi to me, and I'll reciprocate. So, if you remember, for the last couple weeks, been talking about the Gap Theater screening this afternoon of Riverbend, and just getting back from all the way there. Rickety Rocket. I don't even know if you can get a Rickety Rocket clip on YouTube. They're kind of hard to find, but let's dig and see if we can find a Rickety Rocket. That's why Reelblack Renaissance. Oh, they have full episodes now on YouTube. I never knew this. Let me cue one up. Let me cue one up, and we can look at a little Rickety Rocket together. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever seen a Rickety Rocket. A little before my time, and it only lasted a season, right? But it also one of the super racist cartoons you can think of, like black people going into space, but on a rickety rocket. So let me see how do I do this? I gotta open this window and then go over here and then go to my download software. And yes, we're gonna download a Rickety Rocket. So we'll have that queued up for you in a minute. Rickety Rocket, Episode 2, The Mysterious Robot Critic Caper, loading up. But before that, we can get into some Kid and Play. I played Kid and Play before. And for those, who know or don't know, the House Party Blu-ray from Criterion, which was supposed to come out this month, was postponed to January. Not sure why. This is coming, but it won't be until January that we get the Kid and Play House Party Blu-ray. But that being said, I can share with you some stuff. The Criterion sale is going on. I know we have a few folks that buy physical media that watch the channel. So let's get into a quick clip of Kid and Play. Oh, Rickety Rocket's ready already. Okay. Rickety Rocket time. Here we go. Cue that up. Should be in downloads. Yeah. So this is new for me. So this is a reaction video, fair use, Rickety Rocket. And then I'll show you some of the stuff I picked up at the Criterion sale that I should know because, I should stop buying stuff right now. I gotta start saving my finances. Anyway, Rickety Rocket, let's check it out.
This is Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
Far off in the future,
Doesn't have all these in the
mechanical
film
miracle takes shape as a pile of junk turns into an out-of-this-world scientific marvel.
Rickety Rocket, blast off!
It's Rickety Rocket and the gang.
Cosmo, Danny, Splashdown, Sunstroke, Rickety Rocket.
Wait, hang on now. Wait, what are these characters' name? It's what's happening in outer space. Okay. Wait, what are they calling these people? I'm going back too far. All right. The characters' names are inherently bothering me.
Marvel.
Rickety Rocket, blast off!
It's Rickety Rocket and the gang.
Cosmo, Danny, Splashdown, Sunstroke, Rickety Rocket.
Hey, Ruben.
pleasure. These are priceless.
Oh, time for my favorite cartoon show. Jasper Jellies.
Now, kids, it's time for the Jasper Jelly Show, starring Jasper Jet Ace.
I just love him, the way he zooms around and everything. I always like a snack when I watch TV.
Okay, boys and girls, everyone put on your Jet Ace helmet.
Oh boy, my favorite TV show.
Mine too.
Yeah, come right over. I assure you our detective agency is the most professional, businesslike, and conscientious one there is. Why, 24 hours a day, we have nothing on our minds but work, work, work.
Attaboy.
Oh, yeah. All right. Hop to hop, hop, hop.
Uh-oh, where's Cosmo? Gee, Cos, you look pretty good on 3D TV.
Rickety, get me out of here now.
Right-o, Cos.
All right, let's look alive. We've got a customer coming, a big, big, big case.
Okay. Dragnet, you might have to come on here to justify that one. It lost me when the guy said, I'm Sunstroke. I didn't grow up on that one. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I don't get the appeal. I guess if I was like 8 years old in pajama socks and there weren't that many black people on, maybe that would be the thing that would be waking up to and excited about. But I grew up on the Jackson 5 cartoon. That was my fix. And I actually did a thing. Let me see if I can pull it up. A little highlight reel. For those who know or don't know, it was called Jackson 5 Christmas. Let me pull it up. Jackson Christmas art piece. So what I did years ago, before the Jackson 5 came out on Blu-ray even, I made like a little art piece where I played with the footage from the Jackson 5 cartoon. So that's Rickety Rocket. Can't say I'm a fan. But the Jackson 5, not the best cartoon, but a lot of fun and always, it's hard. It's challenging for me. Oh, Molly's up. Hey, did I wake you up? There's Molly. And she's doing better, for those who are wondering. So she got diagnosed with hyperthyroids. So that's why she was losing weight. Her thyroids were off the charts. They were supposed, now I can disclose this. They're supposed to be at like a 3, and hers were at a 10. So now she's taking medicine. But she's doing better. But here's Jackson 5 cartoon for those who remember or don't remember.
hit or play out of key.
Did you read Santa Claus my list?
Other girls you're waiting to kiss?
Mike, that list was only a joke.
Too late, Jermaine, he's bringing you mistletoe.
Bet you just want toys and stuff.
Yeah, but that's not even half enough. What I want means more than fun.
What's that?
Love and peace for everyone. Up on the housetop, reindeer's band, waiting for that dear old man. Up to the chimney with gifts to spare, and lots of Christmas joy to share.
Hey, so that's Fat Albert. I'm sorry, throwing me off. Jackson 5 cartoon. But what I want to get to before we got too far into the hang, I just want to check this. I watched the entire. I don't know if this is going to work. I didn't preview it, but Being Eddie documentary. Not one mention of the PJs. And to me, that holds up. I mean, it's sort of Bernie Mac before Bernie Mac. But I don't know, who remembers the PJs?
Once upon a time in the projects. Low-rent high-rise, y'all. Yeah. Holding down a cardboard condo. Homeboy and a homemade bungalow. In the middle of the end of the day in one way.
And now, a special news bulletin. Residents of the tri-state area are preparing for the violent onslaught of the powerful storm that meteorologists are calling Hurricane OJ.
Oh my! I wonder how long the storm is gonna last.
It's supposed to be slashed its way to Chicago where to hang out for a while, then turn around and come back here.
I've never been caught in a hurricane before.
I'm scared. My parents are shut-ins. They stuck upstairs. They gonna blow away. Oh.
Child, unless it's Hurricane Dick Gregory, they ain't going nowhere.
This storm ain't nothing. I lived through Hurricane Camille down in Galveston in '48. Over 500 souls perished that terrible day. You think it's a sin to loot a dead body?
Lord, I'm sorry. I just wanted some pretty things.
Nobody panic. I got a flashlight right here. Rats, the batteries are dead. Sanchez, give me the ones from your voice box.
But if I give you my batteries, I won't be able to.
Shut up. Ah, much better.
We'll need more light than that. I think we have some old candles somewhere.
Oh, my. I guess it's been a while since we posed for these.
What was that?
So that's a little taste of the PJs. So we're talking about Eddie Murphy. Who's seen Being Eddie? Who has seen Being Eddie, the Netflix documentary? Let's see. So you saw it. I thought it was well done. It shows it's from his perspective. Nowadays, I think everybody learned from Michael Jackson not to let people make documentaries about you where you don't have final cut. So, not a sanitized portrait, but an authorized portrait of the artist. And he comes off as a true artist who's in the autumn years of his career, but about to stage a rebirth. And Mom called and said it was a must see. I think it's. I mean, if you're a fan, and I'm definitely a fan, I would go through my Eddie Murphy collection, so to speak, and we'll pick out some of the best movies that he's done over the years and some of the worst. I don't particularly keep bad Eddie Murphy movies on my shelf, but Molly's up, and we'll get to her treats. We have spoons today, but so I guess the first question is, what's your favorite Eddie Murphy movie? Do you have one? Mine, I'm trying to see what's here. Might be, I'm not going to say Bowfinger is it. I'm not going to say Bowfinger's up there. It's top 5. Number 1 for me is, it goes back and forth, either Coming to America or Trading Places, which I don't even think I have here. People like Boomerang. Let's just see. I played it. Boomerang. They talked to Reggie Hudlin, which was kind of cool. Let me see if I have Trading Places on this pile. Oh wow, this is still sealed. Obviously, I'm not a fan of Vampire in Brooklyn. Funny in Mulan is the dragon. Harlem Nights is your favorite? I've got it here. I made the cut. I like Harlem Nights. I like Harlem Nights. And then he admits in the movie that Norbit ruined his Oscar chances. So at the time, I didn't like Norbit, but it's grown on me. But I think Trading Places is my number 1 Eddie Murphy. Oh, Life. So that's a good one too. Ted Demme, Life. We can't eat these. What? She's up. Hey, everybody, she's up. She thinks this is food. Well, let's see what the chat is saying. All right, let's see. Vampire in Brooklyn is a good one. From Godspeed. Hey, Godspeed. Welcome to the show. Carolyn Alexander, 48 Hours, Trading Places, Vampire in Brooklyn. Do I need to watch Vampire in Brooklyn again? Do I? Is that one? Everybody's voting for it. Of course, Billy Ray Valentine. I found it. I don't know if I have it on 4K, but there's a Blu-ray of Trading Places. So it's my favorite. That's my favorite. They shot it in Philly. I was almost in Trading Places. I think I told that story. Me and my friend Kurt, who was a white kid I used to hang out with after school. And, we were best of buddies. We had a lot of the same tastes and everything. And we read in the paper that they were doing extras casting for the new Eddie Murphy movie. And at the time, it was called Black and White. So we convinced ourselves, hey, we're black and white. We should go down and become extras in this movie. and it was going to be at the extras casting was going to be at the Locust Street Theater on Locust near, I think, 11th Street or 13th Street, something like that. And when we got there, it was a long line, but nobody was there. And the statute of limitations is passed, so I can tell this story. So somehow, maybe one of us, me, Kurt, maybe somebody on the street, figured out how to pick the lock to the theater and break in. And then we all ran, bum rushed the place, went all the way to the top floor. All the doors were locked. We saw nothing was happening, and then we all quietly left. But there was almost a full-scale riot for people trying to get into be in the Eddie Murphy movie at the time, and it was just in the paper, but nobody said anything. He could have gotten an award for Dreamgirls. Another 48 hours. Oh my God. Well, the first 48 hours is great. The second one, I watched it for research purposes, but it doesn't really hold up to me. Distinguished Gentleman, interesting. Did that make the cut over here? I don't even have that here. Beverly Hills Cop. Did anybody mention that one? Kadeem Artisan, John Winston. All right, I'm gonna watch Vampire in Brooklyn again as soon as I get through my review pile, which is getting bigger and bigger. Arrow Films has been very nice to us. Me and VQ. I have to watch a bunch of stuff. I broke into a building. I didn't say I broke in. Somehow the door became unlocked, and we ran up the stairs and then back out. No police were called. Everybody left. That's my story. And at the time, the trivia part of that is that Trading Places, before it was called Trading Places, which is a great title because it deals with the stock market and the fact that they trade places. It was called Black and White. Nutty Professor, good question. Is that here? I've got the Nutty Professor on a 3-pack. And it's not here right now. I must have been watching it. Yeah, I don't see it. But, I'm a big Eddie Murphy fan. I highly recommend the documentary if you have Netflix. It's very good. Eddie has some B-list classics, not all claiming his best. Yeah, so, all right. So when you go to the lower echelon Eddie Murphy movies, do you have a guilty pleasure? I think, if he's made 40 movies, 20 of them are great, but I tried to watch Pluto Nash. I couldn't get through it. I actually went to, I don't know if people saw this on the channel, when Meet Dave came out, there was a big push for that movie. And I don't know if I played this one time before. Let me pull it up. Eddie Murphy's 15-foot head. Let me download it. This is a great piece of video. I guarantee nobody else has a Eddie Murphy 15-foot head video on their YouTube channel. Don't ask me why. Reelblack does, but we do. And this is when Meet Dave was coming out. Guilty Pleasures, Norbit, Golden Child. I'm such an Eddie Murphy fan. I actually went and paid full price for Golden Child from Vinegar Syndrome. Big mistake. I don't recommend it. I don't know. I must have been delusional to think that movie was going to sell out quickly. Eddie Murphy's worst, Best Defense, Holy Man, Nutty Professor 2, Beverly Hills Cop 3. Okay. No disagreement there. The Clumps. Nutty Professor 2. Well, how about the kids stuff like Dr. Dolittle, Haunted Mansion? I've never seen Haunted Mansion. Do you guys like that, or is that too much of a thing? Anyway, here's Eddie Murphy's 15-foot head. It looks like I have played this before, but this is good video.
We're gonna meet Dave. Tag team duo, 1, 2, 3. Awesome. We are with 20th Century Fox. We're doing a promotion for the new Eddie Murphy movie, Meet Dave. We're on a 7-market tour. We've been to LA, Dallas, Atlanta, Detroit, DC, now Philly. Tonight at midnight, we'll be in Times Square for 3 days for 4th of July weekend. Then we go back to LA. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, it's all for Meet Dave, which opens July 11th in a theater near you.
Meet Dave. It's not how he looks on the outside. It's what's inside that counts.
Lean out and give us a big old wave. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I've probably taken 300 or 400 just today, and over the course of the 6 stops before us, a few thousand, I guess. Well, we're taking 2 different angles for 2 different purposes. One is for the mosaic movie poster we're gonna make. It'll be a replica of the exact movie poster we have now of Eddie Murphy, but it's gonna be made up of thousands of pictures that we've taken around the country, so people can go to the movie theater on July 11th and see if they see themselves in the new movie poster. So it's a fun interactive kind of way to get people involved and let people know the movie's out.
This summer.
Oh, that's our cat, Boris. Cats. Here we go.
We're under attack.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
All the images get uploaded to the meetdavemovie.com website, so people can go see themselves on the website. We're also going to be taking select pictures from our whole 7-market tour and creating a new movie poster. It's going to be a collage. 1, 2, 3. People are very adamant about getting their pictures taken.
So, I don't know. A lot of people weren't even alive when we made that video. 2008, I'd say a good third of the planet wasn't even here when that was happening. And I don't think they ever made up a poster with all the mosaics. I looked for it. I don't think it ever happened, even on the website. But I think Nasty NYC is thinking about Imagine This, or I mean, he made some weird movies like 1,000 Words and Meet Dave and Holy Man, all this spiritual minded stuff. But and he had to disappear for a while. I mean, he ended up doing a low budget indie called what was the one where he was the chef? Well, you know it. What was the name of it? No, not Pluto Nash. Where he was it was almost like a magical Negro movie where he was a chef for a woman who was dying of cancer. And after she died, he decided to stay on and help raise the kids. Mr. Church, thank you. Carolyn, hey, good to see you. And thanks for your support. Did your gear get there yet? Mr. Church, thank you. Most underrated Eddie Murphy movie, Mr. Church. I didn't like Mr. Church. I'm sorry. I just didn't. I thought he was too. Oh God, am I in the minority? Mr. Church is that joint. Do I need to watch it again? I had big issues with it, and I remember Charles Woods saying that he liked it a lot. But he's a father, and he was touched by it, but I don't have kids. I was like, why is this guy giving up his whole life for the sake of these two white kids? You know, it just didn't make sense to me. It felt very forced. But anyway, yeah. So, hey, Molly's here. I think she wants treats. Should we give her some treats? I'll fight you, Mr. Church. All right, I'll look at it again. So I have some watching to do. I got to look at Vampire in Brooklyn. I'll put that on my watch pile. We'll feed the cat some treats, and then I'll show you my recent Criterion haul. And then I'm happy to answer any questions, hang out a little bit longer, but that's what's on the agendas for tonight. Treats, yeah. We need a theme song for treats. How about a Kid and Play opening to get you into that? Because we were still watching cartoons. Kid and Play.
Wax and video. We're here to tear it up, so come on, here we go. Stay calm, don't get along. Gonna relax your ladies with a deadly charm. Wanna go to work on your fellas too. Make you wanna do the things we do. Cause when a Kid and Play is in your town, you gotta keep rocking all day, all night. Cause we're different to life. Dynamite on the mic, so shake it. Your butt shaking down. We got the best music all around. Hertz the producer, Wiz is the DJ. Roll with Kid and Play, now everybody sing.
Kid and Play were big for a minute. But they, you know, who was, what's that sample? Oh, it's not terrible, Chris. Hola, hola, roll, roll, roll. I was surprised when I heard the original version of that with the go-go beat. Yeah. All right, Molly, what do you want? You want spoon? Or did she just talk? Oh, that's funny. Hang on. Tilt down. It come down a little bit more. Oh, please support the channel. Be cool, make a donation. It helps. We're gonna go into I'm down here now. Hoping to book New York in February. So we have some calls out to some theaters in New York for February for Riverbend, and we're gonna need to raise some money in order to make sure that the director and certain key cast people make it out and are part of the event. So trying to make some miracles happen. So we got today, I'm not sure why this isn't focusing. Lickable spoons. And she likes them. That's why we get a whole bunch of them at the same time. You like it? Okay. Truth be told, she had one earlier. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to tease you. Like I said, she's doing better. She's taking the medicine now. I don't think she's losing weight. At least we're addressing the weight issue. Relax. Make sure to tap the light. Okay. All right, so what happens? She gets so excited about this, it ends up all over the place. And so that's the cover. I don't know why it's overexposed. All right, you ready? Let me make sure everybody can see. Shout out to Molly. Hey, Godspeed. You had cats? All right. Okay. All right. Come here. All right. There we go. All right. Hey, put it down here. All right. Okay. So she's doing that. I can talk to you about the Criterion Hall. So, much smaller one than usual, but also some things were sent to me and then some things were picked up. So, sometimes you got to weigh the debt versus the sale price, so these put me in some debt. The Grifters, I'm not sure what's wrong with the light. The Grifters, Criterion, which I saw when it first came out. I have a very distinct memory of watching the Grifters in my grandmother's bedroom. She had a small TV next to her bed, or across from her bed, actually, in her bedroom. And she had a VCR, and I watched the Grifters for the first time, laying in my grandmother's bed. This came out in 1990, so I was about 20, 21 years old, and I remember watching the Grifters. I haven't seen it since, and I wanted to see it, especially with the current administration. I wanted to see what they were saying about the Grifters. Then I picked up this one, which is, we can do math. Let's see. Spinal Tap, which I love this movie when it first came out. I haven't seen it in forever. I have the Laserdisc from Criterion as well as the DVD. So I didn't want to pass on the opportunity to get the upgrade. This is a 4K Blu-ray combo. So I would have preferred the original. Well, the original cover doesn't have the graphic of the painting of the guys, but it's good. The cover's good, but sometimes Criterion is hit and miss with their artwork. And then the last thing I got on the sale is a black actor in it. So Born in Flames, a Lizzie Borden movie. And I watched the extras on this. It's a really interesting little film from 1983. So, I wouldn't say proto-feminist film, but it's a feminist indoctrination. This is the word that comes to mind. This one was an artist in the Lower East Side, but she's also a strong feminist, hence her name, Lizzie Borden. And it's told, from what I can tell, I haven't seen the movie yet, but it's told in different vignettes, and one of them involves some Black people that work in the construction, work as construction workers, and they get laid off, and then they fight back. So I'm excited about that. When I was in LA, I don't know if I showed this or not. They had the cruise. I overpaid for it. What's wrong with this light? I'm not sure why it's not adjusting. It's focusing, but it's not adjusting. So the cruise with Timothy Levitch. Actually, I can show you something really cool. Let me see if I can find it. I saw it was on this drive. Let me see if I can cue it up. He would hate me for this, but I haven't talked to him in decades, so I don't care anymore. Timothy Levitch, who is the star of The Cruise, was a dorm mate of mine at NYU, and he was a character then and a good friend. You know, I'm not saying anything disparaging about him that you'll see, and he took on this characteristic of Speed. But before that, he was a playwright student, and I'm trying to find this video for you guys. There's so many things here. Let's see if I can find it. I thought it was on this drive. Mike D. Put the word work in. Anyway, so he was I'm looking, that's why I'm like stuttering. But Timothy Levitch went to school with me, and I cast him in a video project, and I want to share that with you. I suspect that this feed's going to get blocked because of some of the music that we played earlier and cartoons. So I'd be surprised if this stays up for any length of time. So I don't mind showing it. I've shown it from time to time on the channel, but I haven't heard from Speed Levitch in decades. And I think for historical purposes, I don't mind sharing this with you if I can find it. Give me one more second. There's so many files. If you can imagine, if you put the word work into a computer, there it is. It's like the early work MP4. All right, let's see if I can find it again. Video file. I gotta queue it up though too. Hang on. Let's see where it's at on this drive, on this thing. Okay. 1823. Okay, thanks for bearing with me. All right, so here's Timothy Levitch from the movie The Cruise in an early video piece from my archive, something I directed in school. So it's not the best piece of work by any stretch. No one's saying that this represents anybody's expertise. This is a student film, and it should be judged as such. All right, CBC's taking off. All right. 18. There it is. Trying to find the beginning. There it is. All right, enjoy.
Mommy, we got the place surrounded. There's nothing you can do.
Yabba yabba, coppers. Yabba yabba. They don't know who they're dealing with. I'm Smiley Rabinovich. I never give up. Shut up! Shut up, I'm trying to think. What do you want?
You're dead. The cops are going to get you and put you in the electric chair. Why are you doing this anyway? After they're fried you, I bet it won't be a week before they forget your name.
Do you know who you're talking to? I'm Smiley Rabinovich. The biggest gangster east of the Mississippi. I'm bigger than Carlos. Dillinger, and Capone. In 50 years, the only reason people remembered you is because you were kidnapped by me, Smiley Rabinovich.
Smiley, let Miss Hendricks go, and then maybe we'll deal with you.
Hey, if you coppers want to get me, you come up here and you get me, right? They'll never take me alive. I'll never go back to that hellhole.
You mean the penitentiary?
No, Cleveland. I got a lot of unpaid parking tickets that keep bothering me about.
So that's enough. So that's Timothy Levitch, and he was more like Woody Allen when I met him, and then he took on this whole persona of Speed when he left school and became a tour guide. This is a classic of New York independent film, The Cruise. It was one of the first big successful movies to come out of NYU filmmakers from my class, that era. So I remind you of Diddy. I can read, I can see. All right. So what, I got caught drinking in jail? Is that, why do we have 50 of these? What did I remind you of? I don't know. I'll bite. Why? Why do I remind you of Diddy? Okay. And then some other stuff that just came out. Hard Boiled limited edition. More copies are in stock at groove.com. I'm not sure if I'm going to review this. Also, She-Wolf. Not sure if I'm up to it. 4K, One for the Cuckoo's Nest is out now. One of my favorite movies of all time. And then a guilty pleasure of mine is Ace Ventura, which has been out for a little while on Shout Factory. So anyway, any questions, any final thoughts? I wanted to show this other Eddie Murphy clip. Did I pull that? We're talking about Eddie Murphy. This is a classic clip that's on the channel. Downloads. Eddie Murphy is Carl Lewis.
Hello again, everybody. Joe Piscopo, HBO Sports. The big story. Racing, track and field. Fastest human, Carl Lewis. Awesome athlete. Gold medals, world records. Today, his biggest challenge. East German, Russian, faith healer. Let's take a look. Can the world's greatest faith healer, Reverend Jimmy, heal this man and make him walk across finish line before Carl Lewis? What's the story, Reverend?
The story is quite simple, Joseph. The Lord works through Reverend Jimmy, out his hand, and into whatever poor, wretched,
you end up with this.
decrepit subject
It's a
is
different
sitting there.
special with its own.
Mind if I talk to the guy for a second, Reverend?
Be my guest.
Hey, pal, come on. You think you could really beat Carl Lewis?
Yes.
Let's get Carl Lewis's reaction. Carl, the Reverend says he can beat you. What's the story?
The Reverend down there.
Reverend Jimmy, that's right.
Hey, man, I'm Carl Lewis, man. How the Reverend go? He gonna hear this person make him beat me? I'm the fastest man in the world. I've raced horses, man. How this man in a wheelchair gonna beat me? I'm Carl Lewis. These people know. How this man gonna beat me? I'm Carl Lewis, man. I've raced horses. I'm the fastest man in the world. I am the fastest man in the world, Joe Piscopo.
You're the fastest man in the world.
In the world. I can't believe he came out here with a person out of a wheelchair to try to beat Carl Lewis. I am Carl Lewis, man. You know Carl Lewis? That's me. Carl Lewis, I'm fast. No man can beat me.
Carl, the Reverend is a man of the cloth. He says God is on his side.
I can run faster than God. Can God run 108 seconds? No. If he can't, let him come down and do it. I'm Carl Lewis. I have raced airplanes. I have seen planes flying over and started running and beat planes. I ran from New York to California in 5 hours. I'm Carl Lewis. Over water and whatnot. I'm bad, man.
Well, Carl, why
Carl Lewis.
are you
Lewis, man. DL.
Carl, today's race. What have you got to prove?
Look, man, anybody want to race Carl Lewis, they can race Carl Lewis. You can come over and say, hey, man, let's race, I'll race you. And this person said, let's race, so I'm going to race him. Because I'm the fastest man in the world. I'm Carl Lewis.
Carl, good luck.
I'm Carl Lewis.
The crowd's psyched. Carl's loose. The Reverend's ready. They're off.
Okay, now, boy, you can do it. I can feel it in my bones. You're gonna do it, boy. You're gonna walk. You're gonna get out of that chair, and you're gonna walk as graceful as yourself. Now, when I said, you do it because the Lord is on your side, walk, boy! Did you hear what Reverend Jimmy said? I said, walk, boy, to get out of that chair. Did I tell you to walk? The Lord is watching you. Huh? You, right now. Walk! Walk, boy! That's it, boy. He's doing it now. You see? He's walking. He's not telling Reverend Jimmy to walk. Now, boy, break that thing. Break it. Break that mother.
Winner, Carl Lewis. Easy.
I'm healed. You're here, but you a loser, boy. You a yo-yo. Go back, sit in your chair.
Hey, Carl. As usual, awesome. What's the story?
Well, I had to slow down a little bit over on the other side because my feet was about to burst into flames, and that happened before. I don't want that to happen because the track would have caught fire and killed a man in the wheelchair.
But, Carl, you put Reverend Jimmy away. Do you feel good?
Yeah, I feel real good. I knew what was going to happen before the race. I told you I'm Carl Lewis. I don't lose races. Very fast, very quick. My feet still feel hot.
The world's fastest human, and here comes Reverend Jimmy. Reverend, if you could just come right in here. How do you feel about that? Carl Lewis kind of blew you away, huh?
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Carl Lewis on running a fine race. He runs as a very fast human being, but it was a fake.
What you talking about as a fake? I'm Carl Lewis. I was really running fast.
Carl Lewis, I'm not saying you're a fake, but when this man's agent told me he was in a wheelchair, I knew the man couldn't walk, but what he neglected to tell me is that the man was suffering from an internal bleeding. Now, if I had known that, I would have healed the bleeding first, then healed the walking, and there would have been no contest. So I would...
Sounds like a rematch to me, Carl. What do you got to say about that?
You try to steal my glory, man. That was a fair race, man. That bleeding ain't got nothing to do with people running. Once I raced a cheetah, and right before we ran, the cheetah bit me, and I ran the race while bleeding profusely. So don't you tell me that bleed has something to do with it. I have been running, bleeding all my life. I've always bled before races. It's just I can bleed and run at the same time. Don't you tell me this man is bleeding so he can't run.
He's Carl Lewis.
I'm Carl Lewis.
Well, looks like we may have a rematch, ladies and gentlemen. Exciting, thrilling, ridiculous. This is Joe Piscopo, HBO Sports.
So we're going to wind it down. So while we had our treats, you guys told me I need to look at Vampire in Brooklyn again, so I will in the next week. Thanks everybody who came out to the Gap Theater screening of Riverbend, and thank you Gap Theater for hosting us. Really grateful for the opportunity. And that's about it. I have one last video that I want to play. Let me make some space here. Make some space in the queue. This is Bone Thugs and Harmony. If I can find it. Bone Thugs and Harmony, first of the month. First. Doesn't want to show up. Oh, there it is. Okay. So the desktop. All right, so this will close it. So who's Bone Thugs and Harmony? This is the color version. I think the other version is in black and white that's on the channel. So thanks again for hanging out with me. Thank you, Mod Squad. Always grateful. Chris Dragnet. Carolyn, thank you again for tuning in, and thank everybody else who tuned in today. So here's a little music to close us out, and we'll see you, God willing, next week.
How many of y'all motherfuckers remember? How many of y'all remember them food stamps that covered me cheese in that first one of my barbecue? Everybody get your waters up in there like this. Everybody get your motherfucking waters up. Get them up. Hey, yo, Pete, drop that shit, nigga. Let's get it. Come on.